The Realme X7 Pro. It's the larger, more powerful, and of course, more expensive variant in the Realme X7 lineup. Although the X7 looks most likely to be the one poised to enter the Indian market, after all, we just saw it get certified. So what is this one, the X7 Pro? What does Realme have under its sleeve for this? How does it differ from the soon-to-launch Realme X7? We're gonna dig deeper now. Hey guys, Ash here from C4eTech, and if you do end up liking what you see in this video, thumbs up, subscribe and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Let's now get started. So this here is the typical yellow Realme box. This one's imported from China, so of course we've got Chinese text to the side, 5G, that we can make out. By the way, a big thank you to Sahil. He did help make this unboxing happen, so thanks buddy. Let's now open up the box. We are greeted by this yellow insert, one that has a few leaflets and a soft TPU case. We then get to the Realme X7 Pro itself. Let's take it out of its cover. This back, it looks, well, it's got this matte finish, the frosted finish going for it. The hues it reflects, they seem nice. It doesn't feel like just another gradient retread. Now the text here at launch, I felt it was really gaudy AF, but I kinda sorta like it right now. It's big, it's in your face, but the reflective nature of the branding, it makes it unique in its own way. And I also like the in-hand feel here. This is not the smallest phone and the back is super slippery, but the weight is kept manageable at under 184 grams. It isn't too thick either at 8.5 millimeters, and given the fact that it curves over here, it is kind of easy to hold in hand. I'm not gonna say it's a single hand usage friendly phone, because it is not, but overall from an ergonomic perspective, we definitely had worse than this. Now the front, it's protected by Corning's Gorilla Glass 5, and this here is a 6.55-inch Super AMOLED panel, Full HD Plus of course, but the refresh rate, it's the highest you've ever seen on a Realme phone, 120 Hz. This panel appears to be of great quality, everything seems crisp. I like scrolling around menus and websites given the 120 Hz refresh. The colors are good too. You can crank things up with the OSIE effect, and you can even select which apps it's applicable for. Talking about tinkering around with the display, Realme lets us set the color temperature and of course choose between 60 and 120 Hz. There's no middle ground here, no 90 Hz, but you can let the phone pick it for yourself by going auto. So depending on which app or whatever it is that you're doing, it would switch between 60 and 120 Hz. Now, this is an AMOLED panel, so dark mode looks beautiful on it. There's also your regular always on functionality available. Now to the top left of this panel right here, we have a selfie camera. This is a 32 megapixel f2 camera. It seems to do a good job with selfies. The selfies turned out crisp, well detailed. Even the portraits appeared good. And of course there is support for slow-fies. Yes, one more brand. Now other placements include volume keys to the left, secondary noise cancelling mic up top, power key to the right. The bottom, it's pretty busy with a dual SIM tray, primary mic, Type-C port, and the speaker. Realme could find space for neither the microSD nor the headphone jack, which is a little sad. But talking about that, let's return back to the box contents. I did get carried away a little. We have a USB Type-C cable, a SIM tool, this Type-C to 3.5mm adapter, so at least that's included for whatever it's worth. Finally, we've got a 65-watt super dart charger. Realme's claim here is 0 to 100 in just a fraction over half hour. There's also a claim that 3 minutes of charge should technically give you 55 minutes of usage, but as with all brand claims, do take the latter with a pinch of salt. So finally, we're done with looking at the box content. So let's now kick things off with how the X7 Pro differs from the regular X7. First off, the display, the display that we saw, it's 6.55 inches on the diagonal. That's a 0.15 inch increase from what you'd get with the Realme X7. But that's not the big difference. The X7 sports a standard 60 Hz AMOLED panel. This one, it's got 120 Hz. And the touch sampling is 180 Hz on the X7, it's 240 here. Now both phones have under-display fingerprint scanners and it's pretty responsive. With battery capacities, we've got 4500 mAh here, there's a slightly smaller 4300 mAh unit on the X7. This one, the Pro, it also allows for stereo speakers. These are all minor differences though. The major one, it is with the internals. The standard X7 is powered by the Mediatek Dimensity 800U processor. Well, the X7 Pro, it's got the Dimensity 1000 Plus, Mediatek's current flagship chip. There's liquid cooling to maintain sustained peak performance, and with benchmarks, it seems like this one should slot right between Qualcomm's 855 Plus and the 865. So yeah, we're definitely in flagship territory, at least theoretically. Other specs include 8 gigs of LPDDR4X RAM, 128 or 256 gigs of UFS 2.1 storage. Now, the X7, just for your information, it has 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, so Realme lets you choose the RAM option there, but the storage is fixed at 128. Now the X7 Pro, this gets access to Realme's proprietary Turbo Write algorithm, so technically it should translate to snappier performance and a better overall user experience. Talking about which, both phones, they are running on Android 10 with Realme's custom Realme UI on top. This being a Chinese variant, we needed to sideload the Play Store, but Indian and global variants will have it preloaded. From a feature standpoint, we have edge lighting. Realme's kind of taken a page out of Samsung's playbook. Face Unlock is present and accounted for. It worked well. There's 3-finger multi-window, and of course the option to turn on the app drawer. In other words, all the typical Realme UI functionality is present here, and in the time I spent with this phone, it seemed to perform well. With the camera setup, we've got a quad camera array to the back. The primary is a 64 megapixel Sony IMX686 paired with a fast f1.8 lens. As we've come to see with this sensor lens combination, the shots are excellent, the colors are very pleasing, there's a good amount of detail, and the dedicated night mode, Ultra Night Scene 4.0, it also seemed to do a good job. The secondary camera is an 8 megapixel sensor paired with an ultra wide lens, a 119-degree field of view. The other two, well, as with a lot of other brands, these are here to just make up the numbers. We've got a 2 megapixel macro and a monochrome option for so-called retro photography. From a video perspective, this 4K 60 FPS and Soloop is supposed to add a lot more video functionality, or rather video editing functionality here. And now it's time for us to talk pricing. The X7 Pro, it starts at 2299 yuan, which roughly converts to about 23,500, 24,000 rupees. The X7 on the other hand, it starts at 1799 yuan, which converts to a little under 20,000 rupees. Now at these price points, Realme seems to have two very interesting options. This one, the X7 Pro, it definitely seems to be the more alluring of the two. Color me impressed. Now, what do you guys think about the X7 Pro? Would you like to see it in India, or do you feel the X7 offers the better bang for your buck? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and with that, we get to the end of this quick little unboxing video, and it is time for me to bid you adieu. Thumbs up, thumbs down, based on whatever you felt about the video. Subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that bell icon, you know what to do. Thanks a lot for your time, thanks a lot for watching. Till the next time I see you in a video, my name's Ash, you've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.